what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. This is going to be a quick one. This is one of those public service announcement type things. CJRB. All right, this knife company right here, CJRB. Customer service. This is what I want to talk about today. Customer service, and the reason I want to do this video is because theirs is phenomenal. I mean, just absolutely amazing. There are a lot of companies out there who are very popular, make a good product, but what ruins it is their customer service, right? And a lot of people hear me, I'll knock Cold Steel all the time. I'll say, and not all the time, but I'll talk about Cold Steel's customer service and how even I can get a good knife from Cold Steel and be really happy with it. But in the back of my mind, I'm always a little disgruntled because of that crappy customer service. And they have bad customer service. Here's the deal. I had a Cold Steel knife, a very, very expensive Cold Steel knife. It was over $600. When you spend over $600 on an item, you expect to get that item. So I get something from Cold Steel, and I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want to turn people off from the product, because I got a bad one, and I ended up getting another one eventually on my own. But it's good. It's really good. But I got a Cold Steel product, and I did a 4-foot drop test. And you see me do these all the time, and you think, what a stupid test. I did a 4-foot drop test to open a video, and the whole tip went, it just bent over. The blade hit, and the knife went, and the whole tip bent. And I went, that's not good. This costs over $600. So I get a hold of Cold Steel, and I say, look, this is what happened. I sent them photos, everything. It took them a little while to get back to me. When they finally got back, they said, no worries, we're going to send you out a new knife. And I was like, problem solved. They said, and you can even keep the old one. No, maybe I sent it back. That's what I sent back the old one, and they sent me a new one. All right. So faulty knife goes back, a new knife comes in. That took a couple months. It took a while to get this knife in. When the knife come in, I get all excited. I open the box. Guess what? Wrong knife. They sent the wrong knife. I spent over $600 on something that I really wanted. You'd think I'd get the same thing back. I didn't. So I get a hold of them again, and I say, hey, this is what happened. You sent me the wrong knife. And they went, oh, our bad. I'll tell you what. Keep that one. We'll send you the right one. Wow, that's really nice of you. So that was about 4 or 5 years ago. Still hasn't happened. I wrote them a bunch of times. The first 2 times I wrote them asking, like I'd wait like 6 months to go by, and I'd say, hey, just checking in to see if blah, blah. Oh, no, as soon as it comes in, we're going to send it to you. Okie dokie. Another 6 months will go by, and I'll write them again. Oh, sorry, twice. Twice they wrote back. After twice, they stopped writing back. I've probably sent them maybe 10 messages asking to get my knife. No, Cold Steel decided, we already gave him one. He gave me the wrong one, but forget it. So what they did is they just eventually stopped writing back. Worst customer service I've ever dealt with, ever. I've never, ever dealt with worse customer service from a knife company than I have with Cold Steel. So that brings me to this guy right here. I did a video on the CJRB kicker, and I freaking loved it. I loved it so much, I carried this thing for like a week straight and used it every day. And some of the uses were pretty much something I probably shouldn't have used it on. It was hardcore use, and not hardcore like, oh, let's see if I can destroy this knife. No, it was my daily user. So it was enough to use, but, not to abuse. And what happened was after a week, I had like the littlest shift from the pivot, and it wasn't anything to affect it. And it was so small that most people wouldn't even notice. And anybody who would notice generally probably wouldn't even care. It was that small. But it's a great knife, and I wanted perfection. So I write them. And I say, hey, this is what happened. And, if the edge goes bad, I can fix the edge. But what I really want to know is, if I get a little wobble, what am I looking at if I wanted to do it myself? If I take this apart, is there anything that's going to surprise me? Because I never seen a diagram of it taken apart. So is there anything that's going to surprise me? Is there anything I should know about tightening? Because you can you can do one little wrong thing and screw something completely up, right? I mean, I was born. So they really screwed that one up. But I didn't want to over tighten it, and I didn't want to lose anything and nothing like that. So I literally asked them, what can I do to tighten the wobble? And their response for me to fix it was, well, why don't you send it in and we'll just send you a brand new one. All right, so wait, let me get this straight. First of all, I sent you an email and you responded either the second or the third day. I think I sent it late one day. I think it was the third day. So it was literally 2 days. 2 days I got an email back. All right, why don't you send it in? All right, perfect. They wanted to make sure 100%. What model do you have? Can you send us a picture? Absolutely. Here's the picture. This is the model. Everything. Sent it to them. They said, oh, okay, we know exactly what that is. We got you covered. When you go to the post office, they said, send us the old one in. When you go to the post office, take a picture saying that you sent it, and we will send one immediately. They didn't even wait. They didn't even wait to get the old one back. They said, just send it to us. We'll take care of you. I said, all right, well, let's see how fast this goes. I go to the post office. I take the knife. I send it in, and I take a little picture of the receipt. I get home, and this was probably just a couple days ago, maybe 3 days ago. I took a picture of the receipt and sent it over there. And today I open up my mail and I'm thinking, because it came in, plastic, a little white bag. And I'm like, what the hell did I buy this time? And I couldn't remember what I bought. And I'm trying to think of all the things that I might have spent money on that could have come in a small package. And no way I thought it was this. It's too soon. So I open it up and it's this. It's CJRB. They sent me the knife. Whoop. I don't even know if mine got there first. They got that receipt and immediately sent me a new kicker. And this knife is worth having. Not even having it for like 3 days sucked because I really like this knife. I mean, it's a really good user. Great knife. And this one, obviously, I'll treat it really nice. It has zero movement and crazy sharp. Just absolutely what the kicker was when I bought it and did that first review. Same thing. Just an awesome freaking knife. But the fact is, I got a hold of them. They got a hold of me immediately. When they had questions, they contacted me. They wanted to know everything to make sure everything was right. They wanted to make sure I got the right knife. Thanks, Cold Steel. And they sent me the right knife, right color, right everything. Perfect. This is exactly the knife I started with. This is the knife I got back, except brand new. Why? Because they do customer service right. So I'm not telling you to go and buy a CJRB knife, home of the Tigress, that came to me by way of Scab over at Choir Boys Cutlery, who got it through Backyard Samurai. Awesome people. But that Tigress, I freaking love it. It's one of my all-time favorite knives. Now that I own one, I have it, and I freaking love it. But I'm not telling you to go buy from this company. What I'm telling you is if you buy from this company, you're going to be very happy, A, with the product, and B, if you have any kind of questions, they're not just going to answer them. They're going to answer them pretty fast. And they're going to take care of you. It's what they do. CJRB is a pillar of what customer service should be. These guys could put on a seminar of how to treat a customer. Just bravo. Bravo. Anyway, didn't plan on shooting a video. This just came in the mail, and I was blown away that this is what was in the package because I was not expecting it this soon. True to their word. Awesome. That's how you do it. That's it for this one. I am Donnie P all day. Till next video.